Welcome back to the Ben and Rex's YouTube channel. Guys, we got a fun one for you. Our good buddy JT at JT's Barn and Grill, he set us up, I tell you. Joe, what the hell did you bring us? I don't get it, man. I feel like we've just seen this gem at the at Wolverton's, at the junkyard we stopped off at, and now you bring her home. Yeah. And then it ends up here. We got a fresh crate motor I see you brought.
Well, yeah. See, here's the problem. The engines come out of these through the bottom, better than to the top.
All right.
You've got one of these.
You know that it does help.
I'm a tractor guy. I don't have that. I can't work on tractors with one of these.
I mean, you do have
but you can work on one of these with one of these.
You know, you do have a mighty fine little,
Yeah.
I mean, that could...
My forklift could do the job.
You could lift the whole car with that forklift, probably.
I feel like you're going to be better at it with this.
So let's,
she's in your able hands.
Let's see where the engine is, right? Is that... Wait a minute. No, that's the trunk on this, right? Yeah.
Grab them keys out of there.
Let's take a look at what we got going on here. So, this, my friend, is a 2.5, the old Iron Duke back in the day. Seen them in S10s and all kinds of stuff there.
The 2M4. Two-door, mid-engine, 4-cylinder Fiero. If anybody was curious as to what that actually meant.
You know what's old school is when you got, how many keys? 2 keys. One for the lock, one for the ignition. So let's pop the hood.
Strangely enough, that key does not open the front though, where the actual trunk is.
What did you do? You already got, oh man, let me get a light. What do you got going on here, JT?
Well, grab your light.
That's...
Where's my beer? Where's my beer? On the...
Holy crap, there's not even pistons in this thing.
So now that we got everything here safe, it's time for JT to have Coors Light. Even though I'm wearing a Miller Lite shirt, don't worry about that.
What do you got going on here? Explain this. I mean, there's no pistons, right?
No, I was going to do an in-frame rebuild on this until I discovered that the crankshaft is indeed shot. My thoughts were...
That thing way down there, what's wrong with that? It looks fresh. Little emery cloth.
Well, look at these holes, and it's not fresh at all.
Oh, man. Let me...
My guess is the oil pump stopped pumping oil.
Here. All right, guys, take a look at this. So we got... Whoa, what do you say? Was this one here, JT?
Yeah, number 1 and number 2 are both spun
bearings.
You guys can see
that.
So this engine's definitely fried.
I mean, all this...
My guess was the oil pump stopped pumping oil going down the highway, or maybe it ran out of oil. I don't know, but those 2 were spun. These 2 were wore down so far that they might as well have been spun. So this engine's basically, it's in heaven. It sent pistons to Jesus. So
now this, like we said earlier, is a farm fresh Wayne Wolverton unit there.
Yes, it is.
And he hooked them up on this deal. So we got a fresh new motor from a subscriber.
The subscriber was donated a motor to this car. So
now we see that one's got a carburetor on, or had a carburetor.
Had a carburetor.
What was that out? Like an old Citation or something?
Probably it was going to go into a sand rail, but it'll work fine for this. Everything's the same, bolts the same, casting numbers are close enough. Let's just say
it's a Fiero motor, is what you're saying, right?
Basically, yeah, it'll be fine. Now an S10 motor won't work in these because they don't have the correct holes in the correct places. But a front-wheel drive, like say a 6,000 Pontiac 6,000 motor.
Ah, the old Ghoulie, man, an LE.
Yeah, the 6,000 Ghoulie, yeah.
Perfect.
That would work fine in here, and that's, I don't know what that motor came out of, but it has the right holes, so it'll work in this.
Right on. So guys, basically what we're gonna end up doing is we're gonna drop the cradle out on this bad girl, set the new unit in it, and yeah, gonna be fun. Gonna be fun. Lots of vintage rust, you know.
I'm not coming back till it runs.
I mean, I think the next time you see this thing on JT's channel, he'll be driving it home. That's the plan. So make sure you guys go over and check him out too. We'll get that and drop him in the link below. So it's in here. Now we got to finish it. So let's get started, guys. There we go. Perfect. What in the hell is this?
Big guy like me, I can't back into a hole that small.
Oh. What is this? Is this
this is the new Iron Duke.
This is for the Fiero.
Yes,
you know, this is a car. I've heard about this car. We're supposed to put a motor in. I agreed upon something I haven't seen yet, guys. So it should be pretty interesting. So why don't you tell me a little about, you know, where did this come from? What is this?
Okay, well, a subscriber gifted me this engine.
Really?
Yes, I had another engine I was going to put in this car, but he said, hey, I've got an engine for your Fiero. Yours if you want it. I said,
that's awesome.
I said, yeah, hell yeah. He said, it's all
Thanks, Mr. Subscriber. Hope you're watching.
Yes. And all rebuilt. You call it new water pump. I've been a little bit through this engine, and yes, it definitely has brand new parts in it. So that's perfect. It's everything that I needed. I got most of the fuel injection stuff on. I left the HEI distributor on it because we're going to change that out.
Yeah, the original car is throttle body, from what I understand. 86?
Yes, it's throttle body. Yes.
86, correct? 84. Okay.
84.
Okay.
So I got the throttle body intake on. I left the distributor in, so that way you've got some kind of direction as to where to pull this one and put the new one in. We can adjust the timing from there, because you have to set the throttle body injection timing to 0 degrees, I believe.
I'm not really familiar with these things here. What do those do? You know,
That's
us LS guys, we don't, you know.
Let me tell you something. This is the best distributor that's ever been built ever in the history of the world.
Is that them
I wish
Fandango
I could leave it
distributors
on
that?
there, but it won't work right with the throttle body. But if the throttle body don't work right, it's all going right back on. I got a carburetor for this thing, and it's going to be fine. But I think it's going to work just fine.
Well, I guess let's unload this thing, man. I mean, then we get to show everybody the special car that it's going into.
Yeah, well, it's not as special as the way I loaded it with my super duper forklift, but okay. So I'm just glad I made the trip all here. You don't exactly live around the corner from me.
And it does have
we left it was light out, and now it's dark out. So
you do also have an industrial pallet here as well. This thing is
yes, I do.
Pretty stout.
You can throw that on a bonfire for next year's Halloween party.
Dude, we're just gonna retrofit it to fit one of them.
Or put an LS on it. I don't know. I don't care. I don't want it back. But if you need me to take it, I will.
All right, let me get the old chains. Let's get this thing out
let's
of here.
get that thing out of there and get the car pushed in. And then she's in your hands after that. I did leave one.
So you got hook point here.
There's an eye hook on both sides. So you're in good shape. Lift right off of there.
I made sure I got the right chain for the old 7/16.
Perfect. I always say it's better to have too much than not enough. No, you could probably lift this out of here with a dog chain. I don't know. I've seen your dogs. Maybe they would require a little more chain. See them dogs over there?
They have became regular old celebrities at this point.
Oh, good. They'd be famous as Fluffy someday.
Look at the vintage starter that came with this thing, guys. Holy crap. Arrowhead.
That you know it's good.
I mean, dude. What do we got in here? Some vintage. I don't know what the hell this thing is. We're gonna take a look at this. What do we got here, guys?
That's not starter shims.
No, it's the exact bushing that he had to beat in the back of the tranny.
No shit.
Brand new. Look at that.
Son of a bitch! I wasted $4.83.
Look at that. Is that not exactly?
I don't. What the? Well, hey.
Didn't you just? Boy, this is GM. That's not even Amazonian, dude.
No, I bought this one from eBay, not GM.
How much was it?
$4.82.
I bet you can get $5.83.
I'm gonna put that back on eBay and resell it.
Here's the best part. Not one.
Are you kidding? What's that one? What's that?
A second one.
No, that's different.
Oh, that one's got the taper.
Either one would work just the same, though.
I wonder if Monty would take these back. You think our local Chevy dealer would take these back, Mont? Will you do us a solid? You know, but hey, the starter is new, guys. It is a new starter. Thank you again, Mr. Subscriber, for donating it to the cause. His daughter will be sporting this whip around here in the next couple of weeks.
I just wish this car wasn't a battle the whole way through.
Oh, it's definitely a battle by all means. I mean, from finding another local junkyard, our good buddy Wayne's, to...
I had to research this part number for like 14 hours.
And the sad part is he had two of them on the whole damn time.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, whatever.
All right, you got it for the next year. I mean, Wayne does have, what, 4 left?
Just in case.
You might as well get a collection. You got a red one, a black one.
Yeah.
So is this thing going Massey red, or is this going like,
No, what we figure, some champagne color? Merlot. Yeah.
Merlot?
Yes.
Sounds classy.
It's going to be very classy.
I was going to say, that sounds,
I mean, I know a guy that paints.
Are you going to use the Optima? I showed my guys here
I am not going to use
the old Optima paint gun. We did the old race car video last one.
No, that is a top of the line spray gun in 1985.
See, would have made sense. It would have been practical to actually paint.
A 1985 Fiero,
Yeah.
a 1985. Maybe I would. You know, just
Lacquer? No.
No, I'm not going to do it. They did have chroma base in the late 80s, so I'm going to use that.
This is probably the longest stroke there ever was right here.
Huh. Yeah, I'd have gotten off the waiting for that. Maybe I'll edit that part out. All right. Just another 6 inches.
I mean, we're almost there.
Mrs. Bryan can
This
relate.
is
Another 6 inches.
6 inches, right? It's about,
Oh,
yes.
I'm. It might be 8 inches.
You guys should not move that thing.
Did I shove this too far forward?
Okay. Just fine. We'll just smash the back of this tailgate here.
That's fine. It's not my truck. Here, I'll hold that.
See, folks, we're
I'll
problem
hold that.
solvers
You
here.
do this. All right, she's coming off the pallet. Does that mean I gotta take the pallet home?
You know, we do have an engine stand here setting for it. We, you know.
Dang, I gotta take the pallet home. I had a feeling it wasn't tight on there. But.
All right. Let's slide the tail down. There we go.
She drops real easy. Okay.
Man, look at that new oil pan even.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's all brand new. Yeah.
We should have put one of the 3.0 stroker motors.
This was a totally rebuilt engine, and from the parts that I've taken off and put back on for different reasons, it is definitely that.
Now what about this part here?
I rebuilt that myself.
Chocolate.
Didn't realize I had a few extras, but whatever. You win some, you lose some.
All right, so we figured out a game plan. Basically what we're gonna do is we are gonna try ripping out the cradle bolts. These ones back here, like we talked about, are in the body. They're kind of sealed up, so we're gonna take those out first. If they come out, we're gonna drop the cradle. If they don't, hell with it. We're gonna just pull her off the top. These guys here, we're not, I mean, worst case scenario, they season the bushing. We figure that out after the fact with the ball joint press, cut the heads off, whatever. So that's our gamble. Jeremy's gonna take torque converter bolts and stuff out, because regardless, even if we drop the cradle out, we got to get to that stuff underneath, and when it's on 4 jack stands, we're big guys, you know what I'm saying? We don't fit that well. So get the bottom stuff first, and then assess the next problem. So I'm gonna throw a jack stand under the back of this cradle real fast, and then see if we can get those bolts out. All right, moment of truth, guys. We do have a jack stand under the back. We're not gonna pull them all out, we're not that silly. Just wanna make sure what we're getting into. That's a full battery. We're gonna take the extension off, see if we can get in without that and see. But that might just make our decision right there. Yep, see guys, I already made a mistake. Broke her off. That's what I get for trying. Son of a biscuit. So, at this point here, we're just gonna break the rest of them off, right? Fuck it. Damn. All right, so we were trying to take a gamble on it. We're still trying to make a choice here. So, let's see if this thing with us will do. Oh, the nut's moving, but check this out, if you can see this or not. This is what we were worried about. And you see the bolt moving? You can also see the bushing torquing. Yeah. So what that is the inner sleeve is seized to the bolt, kind of like we thought. So we already broke one bolt. I think we're gonna try taking it off the top. I'll assess that one. We'll probably have to cut a hole in the frame. Sucks, but what are you gonna do, right? We're dealing with an old car. Let's have to weld a little plate or something back over it. See if we can get to the top side of the bolt, cut that cage nut off, drop a nut and bolt in there and send it. So part of the game, guys, working on vintage, right? All right, check this out. So good news on this side. You can see that thing turning. Means we're gonna be all right. And then struts, shit's happening. Yeah, see she's got a little bit of crusty right there. So JT might have to get in there and plate that, or however he's gonna assess that. I don't know how many good cradles we're gonna find here in Michigan. Maybe you southern guys got some stuff down there we can hook him up with. We'll tag his channel in here too as well. And if you guys are watching from his channel, we appreciate the support. Thanks for tagging along. So that'll be a different adventure, but let's get this thing running first, make sure the rest of the car is gonna work out. So, all right, so the bolt, like I said, that ball joint press shoved it right out. We gotta pull the wheels. We're gonna do that real quick. We gotta pull the calipers and hang them. The brake lines obviously are tied to the body, so we're gonna hang them up, zip tie them to something anyways, and then we got our 3 strut bolts. I think we're ready, Jeremy. What do you think, dude? I think it's rock and roll. So we're gonna hopefully, we're close, right? I hope. Just see how many more bolts we break. Yeah, they were pretty light, huh? One-handed. All right, so what do we got for these calipers? You know, see guys, we were talking earlier, they're pretty much the front of a Citation just shoved in the back. Still got inners and outers. They just fix the inner. It's kind of just bolts to the subframe. What do we got here? Probably a couple Allen heads, right? Oh, what the hell? Got a couple Torx bits. See, this used to have parking brakes here, but somebody got rid of those and they put these calipers on. And then it looks like we have, I mean, they're new. Looks like we have these bolts here. Then we'll just hang these dudes. That's what we're gonna work on right now. All right, guys, we're hoping not to break this bolt off. She is coming out really tight. Man, I don't know why they don't thread chase shit like this. All right, at least coming out. We'll just have to run a tapper, thread chaser or something back in there. And it looks like we had maybe a 13 up there. Dude, I'm super bummed about these cradle bolts breaking. Perfect. Might as well do this side real quick while we got the tool. Get this dude real fast. All right, so caliper bolt, we can probably get to it now.
Something to hang.
Yeah, well, probably them big zip ties are over there, Jeremy. That'd probably be a good idea. Just zip tie them up to the brake line. I see we have our coolant hoses we gotta pull loose too. So on these cars, guys, the radiator's in the front, and they got these long cooling tubes that run all the way up there. I think it probably holds 10 gallons of antifreeze. You find some zip ties?
Yeah, I got them over here.
Oh, there goes the pad. We're gonna lose the pad.
I just got your little ones.
Well,
No,
it
it's
didn't
still
break.
good.
It didn't break. It's still good.
Well, I mean, I hate to say this, but I'm not even too short to zip tie. This is where you wanted it. So,
Yeah, I'm just gonna right here. Push
Oh.
her. Push her.
yeah, I got you. Oh, I see. I was going for bracket.
Oh, bracket's probably better than the 80s brake line.
There we go.
That'll work.
Yep, I got one for the other side. When you get
All right. Basically, just threw it around there just in case. So we'll do the other side quick and get back to live action.
All right.
Good luck, dude.
Yeah, and now here comes the radiator hose. You know, maybe there's nothing in it.
I mean, there could. I mean, you never know. But look at this old ass clamp. That's definitely 80s clamp, right? It's gotta
Yeah.
be.
Oh yeah. And I didn't take the clamp all the way off, but
What size is it?
I think we're loose though. It wasn't that bad. Oh yeah, here she comes off. So we just give it a little pull. That I can't put my hand up in there, so no pulling.
Oh, on the
Frank, can
hose?
you get yours up there?
Yeah, a little bit. You just want to make a bath too, is what
Yes,
it
I
is.
do. I don't want to be the only one.
Good buddy here, you know. Go down together.
There it comes.
All right, let's raise this up a little bit. We're gonna take this thing up just a little bit.
That's
all right.
awesome.
Oh yeah, they're still cooling it.
Oh yeah.
All right. Hey, it's off. Look at that.
None. All right, I mean, I can deal with that.
That wasn't too bad.
Let's pull her through the back.
I thought for sure he was getting a bath. I was kind of, you know.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
here we go. Here we go. A little bit.
All right, you know, yeah.
Ain't too bad.
No, I was scared, I'm not gonna lie. That's the other side.
All right, so we're taking this dude loose here. Now you can kind of see where we're going to cut a hole. We're going to fillet a nice little square in over here. So, oh yeah, you getting a money shot?
Yeah, I'm money shot over here.
Dang.
Well, just a little. I was hoping to avoid getting caught
Oh, that's
on
a
camera.
great spot. That thing goes right straight down, don't it?
It does, right onto
Let me-
the cradle. Sorry about that.
Let me get in there and see what's going on here. All right, we're ready. We're waiting for you.
Ready for me? I'm gonna get on the backside so I don't get in the way of the camera, maybe. Oh,
I'm the one who got it.
how'd that taste?
We did. It's a little better than
Is it
last.
still good?
All right.
Can you tell?
I mean, it's 100% DEET free. I can tell you that.
All right.
All right. So yeah, basically back to what we were talking about. Here we go. So we're gonna lob a hole in the frame right here. This one, maybe it'll come out. You never know, right? I mean, hey, we got well, we got two out anyways. So believe it or not, them are the ones we're more worried about since they were the ones with the rubber bushings. So these ones here, we anticipated breaking, and we've said it 57 times, but we're gonna say it 59 times just to prove a damn point that these things suck. Thanks, JT. We still love you, brother.
That's that.
All right, so we
On there.
are assessing what we got to take off. We know we got the shift cable. JT went and undid most of the stuff. Benefit is the exhaust comes off with this thing right when it goes down. We're not sure about the wiring harness. What do you see over there, Jeremy? Anything?
Well, that's what I'm
that
saying. It looks like the ground's disconnected.
We got over here, he undid the cooling line, so actually we can just pull this whole housing right out of the way.
I do believe there's the transmission.
Yeah, there's
still
this thing.
plugged in.
We have the tranny, you're thinking, you said? And then,
Yeah.
oh, we have some grounds on the bell housing.
I mean, is these injectors, wiring, and all that stuff unplugged from the vehicle? No. So all of this needs to be undone.
Yeah, so basically we're down to, yeah, right here, probably just these couple nuts on here. The detent cables comes down with it.
Yep. And I
Fuel
got
lines
that.
are disconnected. Okay, let's,
Making use of these holes in the motor here.
yeah, for sure. All right, let's start getting some stuff unplugged. What do we gotta do for the shift cable? Looks like we got a
Oh, what we got
13.
here? Where's that going down to?
This
The
clip.
AC maybe?
All right, we're gonna see if we get these, hopefully all our bolts will come off for our struts. I mean, them are up top anyways. So we did get our shifter undone. Jeremy's just snipping the tranny line. Making a mess, you know, that's pretty standard around here. But I mean, look at they got so much damn line. It's coiled right up, so we're just gonna clip it. Probably needs to do anyways, but we'll, JT will assess all that stuff after the fact. That's pretty easy to change. Man, Jeremy, I think we're about ready to come out, aren't we? I know I've said that 9 times, but I'm hoping the 10th time is, you know, actually means it's gonna happen, so. But basically, if you guys ever done it on a front wheel drive car, I mean, this is new to us too. We've never done a Fiero motor, folks. I mean, this car, it's been around for a little while. So, yeah. Yeah, kind of, I mean, Jeremy's pretty old, I guess, too. So,
That's about 5 when this was built.
all right. So, yeah, let's, hopefully the next shot's us bringing this thing down. Hopefully. All right, so what we got, throwing a couple jack stands under it. Honestly, a lot of guys run like a big metal table. We don't have one, so we're using what we got, being resourceful. Plus, it'll make it easier for the cherry picker. We don't go 10 feet in the air, too. So, Jeremy's kind of moving them around right now. You can kind of see where we got them. Just kind of on the frame. We're gonna go ahead and see. Hopefully, this one bolt don't snap off. We're gonna try this dude, and we'll show you that guy in just a hot second. And then the front ones did come loose, so they should zing right out of there. Should. All right, guys, let's hope this thing don't break. Come on, sweet baby Jesus. it's almost worse. The damn nut spun on the inside. Son of a biscuit. You know what that means? I don't know if we can get, so there is a hole right here. I don't know if we can get a wrench in there. Oh, man. I think we're just gonna cut a hole in the frame, Jeremy. All right, guys, well, I guess we're gonna get to cutting, see what we can do. We're gonna try getting this thing, put a little leverage on it and see if it'll catch once I get the impact back fixed. This damn thing. There we go. Now we're back live. All right, ready, Jeremy?
Ready.
It worked. Look at that, guys. Hell yeah.
Well,
kind of. We still got to get in there and deal with the nut, but it came out.
my idea, I still didn't think it worked.
I know, no shit. We might be able, ooh, look at the big spider. Look at the big spider. Look at him right there.
Yeah, they're, you know.
Son of a biscuit, where'd he come from?
So you cannot keep all your spiders.
Look at this guy. Oh shit, he didn't die. Did he die? Yeah, we got him. All right, on to the next spider. So now we got 2 more bolts. 2 more bolts. All right, guys, we're gonna go ahead and see if we can get this thing to separate. We did the old trusty pry bar. We're gonna see, we may have to, where them bushings are, because of how they kind of saddle in there, we may have to kind of, you know, pry her out a little bit. So let's hopefully, we got everything. So let's give it a shot. All right, so she is officially out. Wasn't that bad? You know, it is, we did get that dude out of there. There's a lot of bit of rust right here. We'll see, but, yeah, so these bolts here, like we said, them came out, which worked out well. This dude here, you can see it must have been rotted into the bushing there, so because it did kind of neck down, but we're gonna go ahead and get this thing broke apart here, and then we basically just got to transfer everything over to the new engine. We did see, we were smart about it. We got the torque cover to bolts and everything, so we ain't gonna lay on the ground. Pretty much what we have left here of our bell housing bolts, whatever. I think Jeremy just the AC after that. Yeah, and we'll get this thing swapped out. So at least we ain't lay on the ground. It won't be that big of a deal. It's just assessing the whole situation here is kind of a bum deal. So he may have to go back in there and weld some plates and stuff. And knowing JT, I'm sure he will. It's one of those things that he, especially being for his daughter, he wants it safe. So we'll do our part, get it at least up and running, make sure the rest, I mean, who knows if the trans even works. Get the car going and then go from there. So yeah, let's get working on this motor, show you guys that, get the new one set in, should be sweet. All right, guys, we got this one about ready to come apart. Got the old bell housing bolts and all that stuff ready to go. So we're gonna deal with the old broken bolt here. We got that dude. So it is sticking out about 1.5 inches or so. We're gonna try spinning a lug nut on there, maybe welding it, see if we can get that out of there. So we're gonna work on that real quick. As for that, the other side did come out. Like we showed you earlier, it's kind of rusty, but it'll be all right. And then I think, what do we got left, dude? Just to put the
Swap the motor, yeah. Bring the cherry picker over here.
We did get the motor kind of pretty much prepped. It was already, Joey T there did a real nice job on that. We did have to transfer the water pump housing over. That's a little different. And the harmonic balancer pulley. So we're gonna go ahead and try getting this bolt out. Hopefully the old weld and nut trick works on this. Done it on manifolds about 1,000,000 times and it works just fine. So let's give it a shot. All right, guys, like I said, we're gonna try getting this polished up. Yeah, fuck, we don't need that. Gotta grind this up good. Hopefully, we're just gonna burn this dude up there. And hopefully it'll come out. Worst thing gonna happen, you know, break it, right? I mean, we already broke it already, so. Yep, let's see if we can glue this to it real quick. Let's take a look. Basically just blobber on there. Hopefully the stud don't break again, and then it'll just, you know, pull the nut out, or the bolt out, you know, so we'll see. But what do we got to lose, right? Let's hope it don't break. Oh, the damn nut spun. If you guys want to see what that looks like, you know, we have one from the other side. That's what you get, right? Awesome. So now we still got to cut a hole in the frame. Sweet. What do you think, Jeremy? I think we're just going to torch a hole right there.
I think so.
All right, well, let's get to having some fun. Let's get that cut out. We'll show you that part in a minute. All right, so basically we want to kind of create a half-ass line to cut around. I think it's something like, maybe like that. We'll just cut that out, do it like a barn door, bend it down, and we should be able to get in there and take that out. Plus, for putting a new bolt in and stuff, we can just use a wrench at that point. So at least we'll cut that out. Should be good. Thinking I got probably an angle grinder maybe, or a die grinder, just to get you know, get through it.
Yeah, because then you can fold her back up and just weld her back in like you never done it.
So
Black spray paint on her.
won't even see it. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to get going on that. So let me get something to cut that bad boy, and we'll get her chopped out.
What's the line for there on the bottom?
Just to make it easier to bend, and we'll just go ahead and weld that too.
Deal.
Gives me kind of a hinge almost. All right, so gotta get this thing to flip outward, just like that. So, you guys, let me just get you in there real quick. You see that nut? Kind of see the stub of it anyway. So we gotta go ahead and broke the cage. So now we get to pick all that out of there and then cut this off. We might be able to hold it and get it to spin out, we'll see, but worst case scenario now we got access to it. So like I said earlier, that's our way of kind of getting to it and putting a nut and washer in there. So either way, it had to be done, so we were getting this rig back together. Well, torching it now. That didn't last long, did it, Jeremy?
No, no.
Tried getting some pliers in there. We gotta be careful, there's a ton of undercoating on this thing.
Yeah, it's...
Woo. Got one down the shoe. Kind of torch off my weld from earlier. That hopefully will be the trick. Let's see if we can get this thing off here. Where'd I put that impact? It right here. There it is. So, got that out. Let me find you some pliers real quick here. Actually, let's just flip it out. Watch them, kids. Look at that. That's what we were going for right there, guys. We'll get that dude out of there. So what we were looking for, now we just put a big ass washer in there and a nut. All right, guys, we are ready to get swapping. We got the cherry picker set up. Jeremy's hooking up right now. What do you need?
Oh, I need the jack to go down an inch.
All right, so we are trying to use the jack to support the transmission.
Perfect. Go back up.
Because obviously the transmission is going to drop. So we're doing that real quick.
It's probably good for that.
You want a little tension on it, right?
Yeah, a little tension.
All right, so we're ready to pop that loose. So we did get a hold of JT. We were struggle busting with the AC compressor there. All the bolts broke off, that cast aluminum garbage. And I called him, he's like, you know what, Brian? He's like, the shit probably don't work anyways. There was no refrigerant, no pressure when we cracked the lines loose. So this is gonna be one of them 60 mile an hour with the window down cars. You know what I'm saying, guys?
Well,
so
the motor can fly through the wind, you know?
you know,
Can't do that with the windows up.
can't go wrong with a mullet with your 80s hot rod, right? So that's what's up. We're gonna pull this out real quick, get that new one set in, and we're hoping we can hear this thing run today. That's the plan. But we were struggling with the old distributor. We can't get this darn thing to turn, but we don't have much room for leverage. So we're hoping once the tranny's out of the way, we put a pipe wrench or something on there, kind of crack it loose. We did spray it down with some deep creep, you know, the good stuff. And I think we're letting it soak, right? I mean, what else? That's really about it, guys. I think it's ready to come out. So let's get you watching live action.
What's going on here, Brian?
Well, torches, you know, good old pipe wrench pliers. We're getting her though. She a wee bit stuck, guys. Trying to get this damn thing out. It's been in there since, you know, 1984. You think the guy that put this in had a mullet? Do you think so?
Oh, definitely, definitely. I think it's required to drive or to
Holy
work.
shit.
Oh man,
Look at this, dude.
I see there. Look, get the folks in here and see what's going on here. See that? She is moving. We're making something.
Or bending it, one of the three. We don't have another one, folks. We don't have another one. So, I mean, we do have an HEI, so we have to put a carburetor on it, but I don't know how to use one of those things. Damn carburetors. Oof. Either we broke it, or it's out. Just gave her the old twist, you know? Look at that. Son of a biscuit, folks. I didn't think we were going to get it. I think it'd be all right, Jeremy. It'd be all right, dude.
Yeah. How the O-rings?
Just got a little gray silicone.
I would say we had to put a little heat on it, so.
Sweet, man. There you go, JT. We saved you $100.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, it's pretty hot still, so. All right, now we get to line up the other one, so let's get to that. All right, guys, we got her all buttoned up to lower her down. All our bells and bolts are in. She's looking fresh. It's kind of sad to see that pretty Pontiac blue motor with this greasy ass setup here, but you know what? It's gonna look good when they pop the, well, whatever the hell you call that thing, trunk, hood, you know, whatever. So we did, like we said earlier, we did do away with the AC, so that gave us a gob ton of room. And in this old girl, it probably didn't work. So let's, I think it's time to go and lower it down, huh, Jeremy?
Yep. All right, here we go.
All right, on that note, guys, I appreciate you for tuning in and watching. We're gonna make this one a two-parter. We don't wanna drag this out too long for you guys. We're gonna finish gluing this bad boy together, and we'll see you next week. Appreciate it. Thanks again. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and check out JT's Barn and Grill as well.